Alright, folks. Chapter 14. The Santa pups were still searching for Mrs. Claus so they can tell her what they had done. They decided to check Mr. Miller's barn. They snuck in and through the back door. Noble! Hope! Charity! Jingle! Comet beamed. What are you guys doing here? Hey, who's that scruffy-looking elf dog? Dancer asked staring at Baxter. I'm not an elf dog, dork, Baxter said. My name's Baxter, and I'm right here from Pineville. Baxter should be an honorary elf dog. He saved us from the pound, Noble said. We're proud to call him our friend. Dancer was confused. He still didn't understand where the pups had come from. Didn't you mean you didn't come down from the North Pole as part of a rescue party? He asked. I'm afraid not, Jingle said. Then how did you get there? Comet asked. Oh, it's a complicated story, Noble said. But right now we need your help. Outside, Eli and Eddie were driving up to the barn. The door with a padlock. Not with padlocked, and there was a sign on it. Reindeer for sale! Eli ran. This must be the place. Normally, Eli and Eddie would use their crystal to get through the padlocked door. But that wouldn't work today. Luckily, Eli had another idea. Hang on, he warned Eddie. And with that, Eli floored it. The tires spun and the truck shot forward. Who needs crystals? Eli shouted. Yee-haw! Right on, cowboy! Crash! The truck smashed through the barn door. Wood splintered and twirled everywhere. The reindeer and the pups jumped down the way. They were shocked, but very happy to see their elf friends. Guys, we're saved! Dancer cried. We got ice cream. I hope they have sprinkles. Eddie and Eli, Hope exclaimed. Boy, oh boy, are we just happy to see you guys. I'm just going along just to come right out in a minute, Noble said. We messed up and we granted the bad wish. Don't worry, guys. We'll get to that later, Eddie replied. But right now we have to reverse that wish before it's too late. At the radio station, Carter was trying to figure out how to work the soundboard. When finally it lit up, Mrs. Claus clapped her hands and whistled. It's showtime, she said. Carter spoke into the microphone. Hello, Pineville, he said. This is Carter. And Sarah Reynolds, Sarah said as she ran into the microphone. Broadcasting in live moment at 87.9 Xmas FN Pineville Radio. This is the annual Christmas radio show. A tradition started by our amazing grandfather 60 years ago. Carter continued. It made special by our mom, the late and great Michelle Reynolds. My sister and I are here to carry on that tradition. At the same time, the Bright sisters were sneaking around town. Dorothy tiptoed into the courthouse where Owen and Mr. Kemp were fighting over their lawsuit. She flipped on the radio again and tiptoed out. Bluey's in the back door of Mr. Holman's cookie store. She turned on the radio snatched a few cookies and scampered out. Angus burst to Mayor Denny's office. She darted over and switched on his radio and the town hall loudspeaker as he wanted a surprise. Meanwhile, the radio show is still going. I know you're all busy, Sarah told the listeners. And some of you may be feeling sad, but we need your help to bring Christmas spirit back to our lovely town. Her voice poured out of the town speakers. People on the sidewalk stopped to listen to the little girl. Carter spoke next. After my mom passed away, I didn't feel like it was right to celebrate. So I did this. I don't know how exactly, but I did. I made you all feel the way you do because I wished that the Christmas spirit would go away. And it did. It was like a flu. A Christmas flu. It spread to me, from the people I met, and to the people they met, Carter sobbed. So, in the courtroom, Mr. Reynolds heard him and looked up. Carter, he whispered, I know that if my mother was here, Carter continued, she would want us to be happy and celebrate Christmas with the friends and people we love, and to remember her by keeping the spirit of Christmas alive in Dineville. Ooh. Woo! I'm sorry, that got my heartstrings fast. At the radio station, Mr. Reynolds hurried into the booth. Carter looked up and saw him. Mr. Reynolds turned the hung son. I love you, Dad, Carter said. Oh, and I love you too, son, Mr. Reynolds said. Sarah took the microphone. This dedicated to my daddy, mommy, and brother, she told the listeners. She then began to sing a beautiful Christmas carol called Oh Holy Night. Her lovely voice echoed all over Pineville. People listened, and they were smiling. Tears were filling their eyes, and Christmas joy was filling their hearts. Storekeepers began to repair lights and decorations, humming along Sarah's song. Jeb released all of the puppies from the shelter out of their cages. Townsfolk gathered in front of Town Hall and sang along. And as Miss calls sat and listened, beam! Her crystal began to glow. The dots on the spirit map were glowing too. Santa, look! Alice cried. Santa smiled at the gray dot over Pineville changed to orange. Other spots were brightening and spreading out the town. It's spreading! Santa Claus exclaimed. The Christmas spirit is spreading everywhere.